Today I want to talk about something that affects all of us: change and uncertainty. As humans, we tend to want stability and predictability. But the reality is, life is full of changes, big and small. Learning how to handle change and uncertainty with flexibility, optimism, and grace is an important life skill. So, in this video, I want to share my best tips on how to deal with change and uncertainty, especially from a uniquely human perspective. Because while we can't control external events, we can control how we respond to them. Tip number 1. Accept that change is inevitable. As a species, we humans tend to want to cling to the familiar. But the fact is, change is inevitable. Everything in life changes: our circumstances, our relationships, our bodies and minds. Even when things seem stable, change is always on the horizon. Accepting the reality that change and uncertainty are guaranteed parts of life allows us to adapt more easily when they happen. Be open to change as a natural part of the human experience. View it as an opportunity for growth. Tip number 2. Focus on what you can control. Often with major changes and uncertainties, it feels like things are out of our control. This can leave us feeling frustrated, helpless and anxious. But the truth is, there are always things we can control, even in the midst of uncertainty. We can control our attitude, our actions, our priorities. We can control how we care for ourselves and support others. When big changes happen, bring the focus back to what you can do. Even small actions to care for yourself or make positive impacts matter. Tip number 3. Remember, this too shall pass. Human beings have an incredible ability to adapt to new circumstances. Even in the darkest times, the sun eventually comes out again. Remembering that pain, grief, frustration and uncertainty are temporary can help you stay resilient. Have faith that better days are coming. Reflect on how you've made it through hard times before. This steady faith in the impermanence of suffering is a very human tendency. Tip number 4. Manage uncertainty with preparation. While we can't control everything, we can reduce uncertainty by being prepared. Do what you can now to set yourself up for future success and stability. For example, build up emergency savings, invest in skills that increase job security, strengthen social connections who can support you in crisis, and take care of your physical and mental health. Being proactive empowers you. Tip number 5. View change as an adventure. Life would be pretty boring if nothing ever changed. As humans, we have a unique ability to frame how we see events. Instead of viewing change as something negative or scary, try to reframe it as an exciting new adventure. Even unwanted changes usually contain opportunities to learn, grow stronger, gain new skills, or see the world in a different way. Embrace the unexpected twists and turns as part of what makes life interesting. Allow your inner optimism and sense of childlike wonder about the world to shine through. Tip number 6. Remember the power of now. When going through major changes and uncertainties, it's easy to get lost in worries about the future or regrets over the past. But as humans, we have the ability to consciously choose where we put our attention. Make an effort to regularly bring yourself back to the present moment. Engage your senses, notice your breathing, and open your awareness to the world around you. The present, this very moment, is the only certainty you have. Anchor yourself here. By fully inhabiting the now, you reduce anxiety about the unpredictable future and gain perspective on the past. Tip number 7. Let emotions flow through you. Big life changes often bring up big emotions: excitement, fear, grief, or anger. As a human being, feeling emotions deeply is normal and healthy. Don't judge yourself for getting emotional. Give yourself permission to feel all the feels. Cry when you need to. Write in a journal. Feelings tend to shift and pass through us faster when we let them flow freely. Attempting to ignore strong emotions only prolongs the pain. Tip number 8. Reach out for support. Humans are tribal creatures. We crave connection, especially during difficult times. Don't try to handle big life changes alone. Asking for help and support is brave and wise. Talk to trusted friends and family. Seek advice from mentors. Join a support group. There is always comfort in knowing you aren't the only one dealing with a challenging situation. Not only does support feel good, it can help you see things from a different perspective. Tip number 9, find meaning and purpose. Human beings tend to do best when we feel our lives have meaning and purpose. When facing major changes, take time to reflect on the deeper reasons behind the change. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow into a better version of myself? How can this change allow me to live more fully into my purpose? How can I use this experience to help others? Actively looking for the meaning, message, or hidden gift in challenging changes can transform uncertainty from pointless pain into an opportunity for growth. Tip number 10, control your self-talk. As humans, we all engage in an internal monologue about ourselves and the world around us. When dealing with uncertainty, it's important to control your self-talk and catch negative thought patterns early. Be mindful of the stories you are telling yourself. Limit dwelling on worst-case scenarios. Challenge negative assumptions. Don't catastrophize small setbacks. Talk to yourself with compassion, as you would a friend in the same situation. The way we talk about change and uncertainty, even to ourselves, has a big impact on our emotions and ability to cope. Well, there you have it. My top 10 tips for dealing with change and uncertainty from a human perspective. I hope some of these reminders can help you stay flexible, optimistic, and even excited in navigating life's twists and turns. At the end of the day, change is inevitable. It's how we choose to respond that makes all the difference. Our innate human capacities for hope, resilience, meaning-making, and connection to others and the present moment allow us to turn uncertainty into opportunity. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if you have any other tips for coping with change in healthy, positive ways. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay up to date with new videos every week. Until next time, friends.